Hi YouTube, it's me. Yeah, I got my hair did, so I look a little different. I just got a haircut and put some like funky colors in it. Hopefully it'll just fade back to regular old like medium ashy blonde, but we'll see. So as usual, no makeup except for a little bit on my eyebrows, which are growing back, by the way, for those of you that have been following my skin chronicles. I have been diagnosed, or I believe misdiagnosed, with rosacea, and I've been struggling with it for 2 years. And I just recently, like a month ago, just got the idea that maybe this is being caused by a vitamin deficiency. So right now, this is about a month and a week, a month and a few days, a month and a week of taking vitamins. And my big emphasis was on B vitamins. So I'm taking a regular old multivitamin, and I'm taking B complex in addition to that. And then in addition to the multivitamin and the B complex, I am taking extra vitamin D, and I'm taking probiotics. I'll occasionally add a little bit of extra vitamin E, but that's about it. My main focus is the multivitamin, the B vitamins, probiotics, and sometimes I'll take extra vitamin D, because even in my multivitamin there's not a super high amount of D in there, and women supposedly need more vitamin D than men do, so I'll take the extra vitamin D. Also, especially because it's winter time in New York, the sun is not strong. We have some like rainy, cloudy, crappy, snowy weather, so even if I were to like go outside and try to get my vitamin D from the sun, I really wouldn't be getting that much anyway. This video is also to answer a question that I've been getting a lot lately, like in my DMs on Instagram, or people will message me, whatever. People are like super interested on what I'm putting on my skin. What do I wash with? What do I moisturize with? And I can tell you, I can totally show you all the stuff that I'm using on my skin, but I really don't believe that the external topical treatments, moisturizers, soaps are doing this. I really believe this is all internal and vitamins. So if I'm going to wash my face, I use a little, like a bamboo charcoal sponge. This was given to me by my boyfriend's parents because my boyfriend's dad had rosacea for a while and he seemed to think that this helped. So it's just like a natural plant fiber bamboo sponge. I don't know if it's medicated. It came sealed in a package. But I like this because it's just rough enough that it can like polish any like little dry, flaky, dead skin cells hanging off my face, but it's not too rough and scratchy that I won't scrub myself raw. So I'll use this, and on this I'll squirt like a squirt of CeraVe, because this is just what the dermatologist recommended the first time I went to him. I still have a bunch of this left over, so I figure I might as well use it. It has ceramides, which are supposed to restore your skin's natural moisture barrier. And then sometimes if my skin is feeling particularly dry, I'll use like Shea Moisture. This is a coconut oil-based cleanser. Now, if you have oily skin, you might not want to use this because this does leave a little bit of a film, which somebody like me needs because I have very dry skin. In fact, if you're a person with oily skin, you might want to try a soap called Kavi. Now, I've been using Aqua because that's supposed to help with redness. It's not as drying, but they do make another one called Coral, and it comes in an orange box. And the Coral has salicylic acid in it. So this sulfur soap can be a little drying. Even the one without the salicylic acid can be a little drying on me. So sometimes I'll do this first just to feel really clean and help take down the redness, but then I'll go over it again with something like this just to like get the moisture back in. So as far as washing, I've been doing a gentle scrubbing with something that will take down the redness if you want to use the salicylic acid to help your oily acne, or I'll use these things which are supposed to be restorative and moisturizing and can leave a little bit of a film on your face. So sometimes I'll wash first thing in the morning, or sometimes I wash at night before I go to bed. Either way, after I've washed, I let my skin dry completely. I don't put a moisturizer right on immediately afterwards because I want to see what my skin is doing on its own. So sometimes my skin will dry and then it will look pretty normal, but then sometimes my skin will dry and it will still be a little flaky. And in fact, today I still got like little flakes kind of around my chin. Same as the last video. I feel like all here is healing up pretty nicely, but I still have some hard cysts, things that are not really going away in my chin. My chin seems to be the most stubborn, like the last thing to go, so this is just a waiting game. It's only been a month since I've been taking these vitamins. I've had bad skin, really bad problematic skin for 2 years. So this is a long, ongoing issue that started internally, and I'm probably going to have to wait even a couple of more months for it all to come out and resolve itself. So I'm okay with this being my progress after 1 month. If I show you a before and after picture, this is today, and then look how I started. The one on the left is how it was like the day before I started taking vitamins, and the one on the right is how it looked after just 1 week of taking vitamins. And now I'm here. So not bad for 1 month of taking vitamins, right? So as I said, if my skin is kind of flaky, I actually like doing the cucumber peels, the cucumber peel masks. I actually prefer Freeman. Freeman does make a cucumber peel mask. This is like a generic version. They all kind of do the same thing. I just prefer Freeman because I know for a fact that they don't test on animals, and the generic version says finished product, not tested on animals, so that means they could have still maybe used an animal somewhere in there. I don't know. But this is probably what I'll do right now because my skin is kind of in like a little bit of a flaky, kind of peely stage right now. So I do like the cucumber mask. When I first put it on, it makes my skin look more red, but I think that's just because like the skin is wet again and saturating the colors underneath. So when I first put this on, it looks red. It looks like it's irritating my skin, but it's not. It feels really cooling. And then once it dries completely and I peel it off, my skin actually looks really great and it feels really smooth and I'm really happy with it. And sometimes I'm okay going out just like that. Nothing else. Don't need to put on makeup. I feel like my face looks normal enough that I can go be in public just like this and not scare people. If for whatever reason I feel compelled to put some kind of moisturizer on my skin, this was really my favorite thing. I just got this as like a little sample, but it was so nice. The main ingredients are just aloe vera, rosehip extract, gardenia extract, thyme, and bladderwrack extract. I don't know what that is, so it's all plant-based. There are no alcohols, no parabens, nothing that would dry it out. So this was, it's empty, it's gone. I have none left because I liked it so much. My next option was kind of just like a cheap little bullshit knockoff from TJ Maxx. It's coconut rose water, and this is just a mist, same deal. I would just like spray it on my face to give a little layer of moisture. Supposedly, rosehip oil is supposed to really help with redness. I also have a rosehip oil like this. But I'm finding that if I use anything oil-based, I like this too because this is super hydrating, but I'm finding anything that is oil-based, oils hold in heat. So if I put on something that is oil-based and put it on my skin and then go outside and do things or teach a ballet class or take a ballet class or do anything where I'm out running around, the oil will hold in the heat and then I tend to get more red when I use something oil-based. So if you just want to put it on before you go to sleep, that could be super helpful, and just hydrate overnight and then you like rinse it off in the morning with some cool water. But I don't like to put this on if I'm going to be going out because this does kind of sit on my skin and it makes my face a little pink after a while. Another thing that I do every day, I love this so much, I don't even know if it's helping, is a little jade roller. My friend got it for me for my birthday, and you keep it in the freezer. It's just a cold stone, and you roll it over the areas that are feeling inflamed or feeling whatever. I think it's supposed to help with inflammation, so you can put it like around your baggy eyes or whatever. I don't know. It just feels good. This feels good. It feels like a massage. It's cooling and calming. I don't know whether or not it actually helps with the skin, the dryness, the redness. I don't know. It's just, I love it, and it's just fun. So it's part of my skincare routine. I don't think these are super expensive. I didn't ask how much it was. It was a gift. But I'm assuming they run for around 20 bucks, maybe less, maybe more. So yeah, keep this in the freezer, and I roll it over my face whenever my face is irritated, or even just first thing in the morning when my face is all swollen. Sometimes my face swells in my sleep, and I wake up with like a swollen face. So this just feels really nice. I love this thing so much. And then last but not least, if I'm going to put makeup on, I use this super expensive but super worth it One Step Color Corrector by Stila. I unfortunately don't know whether or not this was tested on animals. I got this as like my last resort, my last ditch effort to cover up my face before my Nutcracker performance in December. So I was literally walking home from physical therapy, and I passed a Sephora on the way to the train station, and I went in and I was like, just give me something that will cover this. And they handed me this, and I bought it, and then the next morning was my performance. So, I wasn't sure how it would work going into it. I had no time to play with it or experiment with it or see how it reacted with other makeups. And if I just put this on and nothing over it, I look pretty normal because it has a blue tint and a green tint and a peach tint, and those all together kind of just neutralize whatever's happening on your skin. I secretly think it's a little bit more green because I always see more green come out, and that's what I need, so I'm not complaining. I don't care. I need the green. But I just pat on like a light layer of this, and it is actually kind of moisturizing. So I'll just pat on a light layer of this and then go. And it doesn't leave me looking green. At least I don't think it leaves me looking green. Like, nobody said, oh boy, Victoria, you look sick. This by itself is enough. I guess if you wanted to be really fancy and you wanted to do your makeup all nice, you could go over it with whatever it is that people do with the foundation, the concealer, or the concealer, the foundation. I don't know which goes on first, and the baking, and then the setting powder, and then the contour. I don't know anything about any of that. So if I'm putting on makeup, it's like eyebrows, a little bit of mascara, this, go. I don't know anything about all the crazy makeup stuff. So that's basically it. But at the end of the day, like I said, just take, like, this is just from vitamins. Like, I've been experimenting with the skin products even before I started taking the vitamins. For the 2 years that my skin was shitty, I was still experimenting with the products and the peels and the oils and the soaps and the moisturizers, and it didn't seem to help. I only started seeing a difference when I started taking vitamins. So that's my update. This is just 1 month and a week, a month and a week-ish of taking vitamins. So hopefully my next update, my skin will look even better, and then I won't even need this shit.